Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Chaos. Hoot hoot everybody, hoot hoot! I'm Vilhelm Vanderbos, the Noble Owl, and welcome to some weekend art stream. Hello everybody. So chatty. Hello Fontaine, hello Etienne, hello Diane, hello Mary. Hello Jennifer, hello Rat. Hello CL. Hi Nyajime, hello Harrier. And Laurie. Get an extra one if I didn't say already. Steffi, welcome. Did I miss anyone? Lapis? Saw you in earlier. Alright, there we go. How's everyone doing? How's your weekend? Hope you've had a great day. Hello, Burp. I've had a great day. It's been a really nice day. Weather's been nice too. It's been a busy day though. I'm feeling very kind of like the after dinner dip hitting and everything. I've had my latte. I'm feeling pretty good. Just hoping I'm not going to be too slow today. Busy Eastern work weekend. Eastern work weekend? Easter work weekend. Ah, Eastern. Hello, Muchiro. Hoot hoot. Busy week now doing editing and panel research. Panel research for cons and stuff? That's pretty cool. The day was okay. Yesterday was bad. I felt sick. Didn't eat much, but I ate today. That sounds pretty good. Probabler, because my mental is not bright. I'm sorry to hear. There's some struggles today. I'm sorry to hear that. At least we can have a nice cozy stream, yeah? If not, make it as nice and cozy as you can. There was a saying that I heard once that it kind of caught me off guard, but I realized I really liked it afterwards. It was, you know, usually stuff, have a nice day, have a this then that day, have a nice evening. The person that said it said, make it a nice day. Make it a nice evening. And sure, we can't really go back and retroactively change something that has kind of messed with our day, but we can look at what we can do and be a bit cozy. Just hang out a bit, you know? Yeah, you can chill here with us. Yeah, I'm gonna be working a little bit on some commissions today. The Plumies, you guys that have commissioned me have been very patient. I apologize for the delays on everything. Not really my intention on how I want to be doing my commissions. I got a bit surprised with White Day hitting, and then also the some deadlines for the next week. That's so profound. I love it. I don't know if it was just a translation thing, like it was a translation thing, you know, you just kind of go in this language we say that, but I really like it. Hello Fua, welcome. Make it a nice day. Yeah, let's make it a nice stream together, right? Nice little evening. But yeah, today I'm gonna be drawing a bit. So if you wanna hang out and just do your own thing, chat a little bit, I'm good for both. I'm here for both. So thanks for being here already. So I have 2 Plumies to work on that already have priority because they were the first ones to ask all the way at the beginning of the year, and I didn't notice until later. I'm a little embarrassed. I'm quite embarrassed actually, but yeah, you guys have been absolutely lovely in supporting me. I actually got another commission in today, but that one is like, I can't be just taking commissions and not doing them, you know? So we're gonna, if I don't finish some stuff today, I will for sure, like I will sit down after anniversary, because my anniversary is next week. After next week, I'm gonna take at least like the coming weekdays up until the weekend off, and I'll work a little bit on some stuff, get some commissions done and everything. Yeah, motivates to draw. That's awesome. I'm really happy to hear that. That's really something I really want. Aside from, you know, doing the things that I do and everything, I just really want to be able to inspire people to do. to do the thing they always wanted to do. If it's be it drawing or get some work done, or you know, just I don't know, finding themselves a little bit. So I had some trouble figuring stuff out of the things that I loved over time. Did you get that? Have I told you guys that I actually stopped drawing for like a year or something? We can talk about it in a bit. Hi Joy, welcome. Also come grind today. It's a nice grind to have. Like, you know, it could be grinding to trying to get commissions. This time we actually have some. But yeah, it's very true that I do need to get some done before I can take new ones, because I'm kind of at capacity right now. I finished Nando's Scab, but now we're gonna do some Plumies. Let me change a little. I noticed that there's a setting here that I'm not liking. Let me fix that on the magic mirror, and we'll get started on the drawings. How do I change that? Because I was playing Tomodachi Life yesterday. I haven't really been I haven't really used the capture card in a while, so I had to set up a different kind of system with the magic mirrors here. So let's see. Do not need to have a taskbar on all displays. Okay. Mirror, evil mirror. I am. It's my magic mirrors. It's you know, what I used to stream. The thing that connects me to you guys. Hello, Danya. Danya, can I say that? Let's go art stream. Oh, look at this! Look at this! This is from the work that last time. This right here is Steffi's soon-to-be Plumie. But not today! Next time, I'll get it done, I'll get it done. Yeah, this is Steffi. That's out in chat as well. Now they have their own little Plumie. Silent story. Can't stay for long, I just wanted to take this time to say I really love your design. Owls are my favorite animals. Why, thank you so much. For you, I will show my wings. Initially, I do have the my wings tucked away. They're hugging me nice and tight. But when I don't want this, I do have them as a cape. Hoot hoot. Yeah, this one turned out really good. And thank you for saying that, Silent Story. That's really nice. It's really sweet of you. This Plumie's so cute. This is Steffi. This is a Steffi. Yeah, little lab coat Plumie. But today I'm gonna go back to Burb Kai. I have some little things I need to change with this sketch design as it is. This one looks a bit like I feel like I already did more than this on this. What happened to? It's hiding. Ah, there we go. That's much better. Okay, I have a couple of pointers on this because, you know, custom Plumies allow for you know, you guys can have your input and the different steps of things. This works really well that you guys are like on chat, in case, you know, you guys are there for that. You guys commissioned me, so I can ask you as we go. But otherwise, if you can't be in chat, you will obviously get contacted in your preferred method to say like, what would you like me to change? Is there something that needs changing? And this is Burb Kai, and I think I'm gonna change the scarf to be closer to the original design. Because the gem needs to be a little bit more to the side, and also is missing a little bit of a feather that's coming out of it. And also the eye bags. The Plumie has a bit of eye bags that I didn't really see. You see them when you zoom up, but otherwise it doesn't. I didn't notice them. So those need to be a little bit more visible. So we're gonna untuck the face a bit, bring the scarf out front, and probably just use this kind of. This part of the scarf can go behind, I think. It's all fine. But yeah, we're gonna try some stuff out. So let's see. I'm gonna need to put on a little bit. I'm gonna start my usual so we can adjust the volumes. All right, you guys, let me know how it is. This one gets the gears going a little bit, not grinding. Yeah, I really like this one. It's really cute. So let's work a little bit more on this. I'm gonna be doing a sharper outline after, like line art, but I'm gonna do it last because I'm silly like that. I do my line art last. It's already feeling better. The music, the art, the lovely company, and yeah, I'm really feeling it. How's the music? Is it loud? It tends to be a bit loud now. You'll know now if it's too loud. Holy cross, holy hoot, says hi. Okay, hello. Okay, so I am just gonna take this opportunity. You're gonna pick some stuff around. Just but very slightly. Okay, good. Thank you. Good to know. Let me put this down where it needs to be. Somewhere here, maybe. Kind of bit competitive. Oh my gosh. If I was playing, like a block, a puzzle game with the music, I would also be competitive. I always have to wait for the flutes. Yeah, but it's a really good one to adjust volume to. I love how you said that once I opened Block Pass. Huh? Huh? Are you playing a block puzzle game? Oh my gosh. 1v1 me, bro. That sentence has I could probably count on one wing how many times that sentence has left my lips. So much so that I feel like I pulled a muscle by just saying it. Oh my gosh. I mean, sure, what's your score? I don't know. A lot? I don't know, really. I just really like block puzzle games. Yeah, oh my gosh. I honestly struggled saying that sentence. That's really funny. Maybe I should try some other sentences. Poggers, yippee! Oh my gosh, we're in a Twitch streamer phase. Not a phase, Plumies. I'm kidding. I just remember some Plumies at some point when I was kind of like, yeah, someone was pointing out that, oh, you're a bit, you know, you're so different. And I'm kind of like, is it because I don't say Poggers CP? The Tetris challenges last year. Did I have Tetris challenges? Everything was a Tetris challenge. We did have some collabs that were like, you know, like with the oh yeah, when we had the punishment, like the batsu, if I lost a match, and then you guys could like roll the nerf wheel, so I would have to be like, you know, play with one hand, play with the controller upside down, and oh, and the Tetris challenge, the yearly one, the streamer lobby one, yeah, that was really funny. Oh, you totally should, Laurie. I would love to see your Plumie. Also, I forgot to say, Laurie, I think on TikTok at some point I saw the video. It was pushed like to my feed, the video where you had the end of the year merch with, you know, the gacha buttons and stuff. That and man, you pulled the owl gacha. That's so cool. Laurie Plumie, yeah. So for those that didn't know, like I used to be in a corpo, as a corpo VTuber. They did like a end of the year merch thing, for not this year, the year before, but they still had a bunch towards the end of you know, they closed up shop at New Year's, you know, going into this year. So in last year's, in like the 2024 New Year's pack that you could buy, there was some concept art stuff in there, but also you could get some buttons, like some of those like little pin buttons. I don't know, you just call them buttons to put on your clothes and bags and stuff. So I was one of the buttons, obviously, as one of the talents of Globy at the time. And the amount of people that I kind of was like, oh, I was really hoping to get a Vil button. They did end up getting one. It was really funny. Button badge, thank you. That's a good way of saying that, actually. That is definitely it. Oh my gosh! Oh, I just realized. Plumie luck. Yeah, it's a brain cell. It's the owl algorithm. It's all of the thumbs up that you're giving it. Actually, you know what? Speaking of, I have something coming up that I kind of need a little bit of gacha luck for. So would you thumbs up the stream for me? Let's do it together. Let's hope for it, because this will be for the good of everything, for the channel, for you guys. Okay. Well, hopefully we'll know a week from now. We'll see. But like, look, thumbs up, thumbs up. I need a little bit of gacha luck for the coming week. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone that pushed the button. Thank you, thank you. I love how that works. Do you guys remember I was playing this kind of randomized kind of this random game, the blueprints, right? Blueprints. It's this kind of, you kind of draw cards like you do normally. Like it's a very, okay, let's see. It's a roguelike kind of game, and you pull randomized cards just like a board game in the game. And there were some Plumies watching, there were some people watching, just kind of like, oh, you gotta be really lucky to do that. And then I'm just kind of like, yeah, well, you know, I believe in like luck is just as much as, you know, you can pull luck, you can manipulate luck. Look, watch this. And I asked everyone to like the stream. Everyone, let's do it together. We can do this. Like we can make our own luck. And then the next moment I just pulled the exact thing I needed. Luck is in. Thank you. Did I like always with CL? Why is it that I never remember if I hooted at CL? CL gets all the extras or none. But yeah, hoot. Yeah, thank you. All right, so what I got excited to tell you guys is I finally found some kind of flavor that just completely activates my motivation. So something I've already talked about before is that motivation gum. Do you guys know do you get what I mean? Basically, if you're having trouble getting started on a task or just getting focused on a task, you can make it easier for yourself by having a kind of a ritual of, you know, something that you go through, or at least maybe eat or drink in order to do a specific task, in order to kind of get your brain ready. Okay, this is work mode now. Chewing gum is one of those things that you can do if you have a specific flavor. If you have a specific flavor of chewing gum that you're okay with just being associated with work or just whatever, you just keep that flavor only for when you need to really focus when it comes to studying, when it comes to being productive, or I don't know, even if you're out and about and driving and stuff, right? So yeah, Pavlov yourself. I've been trying. I tend to do it, and I feel like it works. It always tends to work. And I tried. I got like a free sample of a new flavor chewing gum. Like sometimes you get some free samples when you order, like when you have your groceries delivered and stuff. And for some reason, it was the flavor I would have thought, like, why would I even use that? But it's raspberry flavor. Raspberry flavor completely locks me in, and it's almost dangerous because I forget to hydrate. Speaking of, everyone hydrate. But yeah, raspberry really works for me. I know I used to use like a strawberry no, I was gum flavor in Sweden that was like melon mint. So it's a bit of honey melon and mint somehow. I don't know. It was really tasty. I would use that for like focusing on studying and doing stuff like that. But yeah, raspberry really works for me. Like I completely like I skip all the friggin' steps that normally would kind of, you know, take me a while to get started with work and stuff. Just like completely just boom, avatar state. Yeah, the thing is like raspberry is like my least liked flavor, due to the fact that that was one of few things I could use for sweet as a sweetener when I was doing a really intense diet. I needed to cut sugar and starch for a certain amount of time, and well, I mean I did. It's all good. But raspberry was one of the few things, like when it comes to making jam and something, to use for like maybe oatmeal. Oatmeal has a bit of starch, but I think it was all right, like that kind of starch. But the only sweetener I could use for anything was essentially the raspberry jam that I made myself to keep sugar away. And yeah, I got so sick of raspberry flavor. Like actual natural raspberry flavor. Oh my gosh, it's just like, cannot. But just like, well, you know, courting is courting and gratis is got, as they say, like free is tasty. So I just like, oh, if I'm gonna get a free sample of chewing gum, then fine. And it just ended up working so well. Maybe I'm fueled by spite. Maybe the chewing gum fuels my spite. Just like, oh, raspberry. And then... Who knows? But yeah, that's something you guys can try out. If you have like, you can try different flavors to see what gets you in the mind. If you can stand chewing gum. Not everyone likes chewing gum. But you could have a certain flavor of tea that you make for yourself when you're gonna get your work going. Or a song, or anything like that. You know, it depends on what kind of sensory gives you a boost. Careful with the audio and stuff though. For me personally, I can get very, like, after a while I can get really tired of having trying to focus on something and then having some other sounds playing in the background. Even if it's songs that I like, I just kind of end up getting a bit overstimulated after a while, right? So sounds are a bit tricky, because I used to really like to listen to podcasts and stuff, but whenever it's something I really need to lock in on, it ends up really tiring me out. The downside of those flavored chewing gums, they lose their taste so quickly. They do. This one's pretty good though. I'm not sponsored, so until I'm sponsored, I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say the name. But yeah, okay. I'll be. I felt like a bit of a a bit of a degenerate chewing gum chewer, but I ended up with chewing four before I actually got rid of it. There's a little something I've been working on that I can't wait to show you guys, and you can picture me with my mouth full of chewing gum, just completely like locked in. Like, I kid you not, I was so locked in that I even got like a bit of an alert of, like, cause I have my pocket watch is the kind that will kind of keep track of heart rate and stuff, right? It actually went kind of like, you okay? Like, your resting heart rate is really high suddenly from your usual. And I'm like, yeah, I'm cool, I'm locked in, I'm in the zone, buddy. But it actually went like, oh goodness, like, bzz, bzz, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Leave me alone. I'm being locked in. But yeah, that did teach me though that, you know, being very locked in and being productive, you still, like, rest is super important. Rest is important. Make sure that if you're gonna be working on something in extensive times, that you actually set an alarm to remind yourself to take some rest. When needed, right? Don't forget to breathe, Phil. Right? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. I'll breathe. Done. Next thing. No, take care of yourself. It's not. It's good to be productive, but not at the expense of your own health, right? Sometimes it feels really good to be if this is a project or something that you've been struggling really getting work done on, and then it finally just works and things are working out. But yeah, but the chewing gum works. And what did you say, like chubby bunny style? Oh, like when you stuff your mouth? Yeah. You can picture that at some point. Stop, my dog was crying and I said, you want to say hi to Vil? And now he's chill. See? Hello, doggo. Long time no arf. No bork bork. Not me being so locked in right now. On this stream, you should be. Not taking a break, okay? Yeah, no, it's very tempting to, if you're really like in the zone and stuff. For me, like drawing on stream, I'm never really get into the zone because obviously I don't want to neglect you guys. I want to chat with you and kind of, you know, be there for you guys. So I never really get into the zone unless it were something like, oh, we gotta compete, you know, we gotta compete, and okay, then please give me a mo and I will I'll just BRB getting in the zone, and then I'll be back after, because then I don't really keep track of chat. Fighting for my life with this sketch. Really? Fighting for your life? Oh my gosh. Roll initiative. Get some healing potions. Oh my gosh. Is it a high level sketch? And you're not really at that level yet, but you really had to take the quest. The Archie taxi flocking in was really cool to see. That's true. That actually, I did get a little bit more flocked in because that was timed. That was a bit more timed. Okay, let's see, Kai. I'm gonna move your little gem over. I'm actually gonna put the gem on a separate layer. And then we are gonna fix out, I'm gonna sort out the scarf first, because the scarf is one of the main features. And then we're gonna do the, do we wanna, I don't know, are you there? Are you there, Kai? Kai, are you there? Herb Kai, this is Noble Owl. Can you read me? Loud and clear, Noble Owl. Hi. Would you like your Plumie to look sleepy, or do you just want the big cute eyes? And when I say like sleepy, I'm talking like, you know... No, this looks too sad. But it's completely up to you. Because the big round eyes are very, the big round eyes are very Plumie. Big eyes. Okay. Well, I'll be sure to do the eye bags underneath here as well, so they're noticeable. And then I'll fix up your gem like I asked and you requested. All Gucci. Doing art style study. It's so hard when the art style is so different from your own. That's very true. Is it an art style that you wanted to learn? Or is it an assignment? Big eyes are fine. Nice. Thank you. Sorry for pulling you away from whatever it is that you might be doing, but I really appreciate the input. Plumies coming out of the woodworks. You just go like, are you there? And then like, hoot hoot, like sticks out between two books or something. Yeah. We're practicing for a commission. Yo, that's really cool. Or the challenge. Shh, okay, I won't say anything. I won't say anything. It's okay, it's okay. Oh, it's just like a style mimicry of maybe from where the character might be from. That's really cool. That's a really good way of adding a little bit of extra challenge to your entry. I get that whole practicing for a commission or a specific drawing that you want to do. Sometimes I'm just like I remember, I felt like that was a bit of growth in me realizing that I might not have the ability to do the thing I want to do just yet. But I will at some point. We're gonna try this, all right? Let's see where this goes. Composition skills aren't great. I'm trying to improve, but I picked a challenging angle. Yo, yeah, I getcha. Sounds like me with my skebs, honestly. I'm just kind of deliberately using tricky angles. Because when it's a commission, I'm just kind of like... this is essentially... It's going to go out there somewhere. It's going to go out there somewhere. Someone's going to see it. Maybe even want to commission me because of it. So I kind of feel like I need to... While not overworking myself, because, you know, I don't know what the commission cost or like how much work goes into it. But you kind of want to do have a little bit of a special presentation in your commission, because it ends up being kind of like your kind of like a little bit of a business card, you know, kind of like a... That's the impression people get. All right, time to do something. Oh, that's a... Sorry, that one was a bit too slow. Really nice though. I want one of those adventure ones that we usually have. One of these? Yeah. I also have to draw background. No, it's everything. It's a tricky angle and a background. Oh my goodness. Plumies 7 in chat. That's our F essentially. We pay respect. You can do it, Pua. Plumies 7, thank you. Plumies 7. Salute. I need help. I'm doing my best. You can do it. Hang in there. Plumies 7. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Thanks to the Artsy Taxi. Thanks to the Artsy Taxi, I feel a lot more confident in my abilities. Because it's more about one of the things that keep me from actually, you know, getting started on things and getting things done is sometimes my own like insecurities, whether or not, you know, is this any good? Could I actually do this? But doing the Artsy Taxi, it's kind of one of those things where you kind of, all right, I got 20 minutes to do this. How am I going to do this? And then it's just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna try doing it. If I'm gonna do this, I'm probably gonna need to do something like this. Because so far I've been able to finish like everything to a satisfactory degree, right? I've been able to finish like with a bit of coloring here, or just do the eyes. Kind of, I've been able to plan things in a way that it's actually worked out, and that's been really good for my artistic confidence. And yeah, that's actually true, Fua. You're part of the Plumie Discord as well, so if you would need any kind of input for the work that you're doing, you could use the feedback channel. We have a bunch of varied skills in the plumedom of the noble owl. We have a lot of skilled Plumies, varied so. We have some that are really good for the anatomy study. They've done a lot of anatomy study. Harry is really good with anatomy and very good at explaining it too. And also, that's just a good place if you need any kind of kind of opinion. If you're like trying to make up your mind about something. Plumies are usually happy to help. Yeah, we're gonna do it like this. I had the weirdest, speaking of auditory, having sounds on when you work and stuff like that, I had the weirdest one that I kind of just like felt like having. Was it 2 days ago maybe? Completely got into Rhythm Heaven. It's like a rhythm game on like a kind of music driven rhythmic rhythm game for I think the Nintendo Wii, the DS. There might be one for the Switch, I'm not entirely sure. I think so. So yeah, I was working to the beats of Rhythm Heaven. It is very true. It has a very catchy songs. It's in the feedback channel. All right. I like the feedback channel because you can ask for something specific, you know. It talks about like any kind of pose or kind of base sketches and stuff like that. The whip channel is usually kind of more if you want to share something you're working on. With the feedback channel is really right there for good stuff. I'm sure someone will have a look. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, and if you're interested too, if you're listening and you would like to ask Plumies for help, if anything, we do have a community Discord right here. Take it away, Plumie.
We have a Plumie community Discord. Use the invite link that got posted in chat to join.
There you go. You can join in too. Whether you're just learning or you have something, you have even like now, like who here is practicing for a commission that's coming up. Like we can always use a little bit of guidance. Sometimes this is really interesting because I'm sure there's this kind of misconception that if you are good at something and giving feedback and advice, that you wouldn't make those mistakes yourself. But sorry anyone that kind of wants to seem a little bit more more capable than they might be. But it do still happen. It do still happen. It does definitely still happen. Hi Juzo, welcome, and Birch. Hello, hello. Haven't seen a stream in ages. Yeah, what's up with that? Welcome back. I'm kidding. Hope you've been well. It's always nice to see Plumies come back. Life be busy. Ah, yes. Life do be busy. Either way, it's nice to see you again. It's nice to see familiar names come back. There we go. Nice and fuzzy. Nice big Plumie. I'm gonna merge a bit. Might wanna bring this up again, like the original design. Yeah, so if you're new here, I do commissions. I'm doing some custom Plumies based off of commissions I do on VGen. And these Plumies, actually, they already have their own original design. They've already been designed, so I'm not designing them from scratch. I'm essentially drawing them in my style, you know? It's just really cool to do it that way, in that direction, because, you know, Plumies, this design I made initially for the community, almost like 2 years ago now. 2 years ago! Oh my gosh. So I made this design for the community, for everyone to have a little chat mascot, and it's just now, like I said, with this one, it already has its design, so people are making their own. There's a lot of really cute ones too. Since it's been almost 2 years, I was worried that the style of this is not gonna match what is on VGen, but that's just the nature of art styles, right? Like, it develops. Like, my painterly style definitely got a little bit more, like, because the Plumie was made line arted to kind of be more, you could really take in the shapes of it a lot more. But the this kind of style that I do, which is a little bit more painterly, it's might be more the ones, like the way it's gonna turn out in the end. I'm still gonna use a little bit of a thicker outline though, to kind of still make it a little bit line arted. Yeah, Plumies are cute. Hi Citri. Bring in the wing a little bit closer to the body. And you can do full colors after. Some Plumies have been to the movies recently. Like, I know there's already some that already have seen the Mario movie. I don't want spoilers, so no spoiler dropping, please. But the one thing I did see, because I checked the trailer out, and then of course the algorithm starts sending me other videos, and that's a really good way of getting spoiled. So be careful if you guys do ever watch like a trailer of something. Make sure to go back in to your history and delete it. But I remember seeing somewhere that the voice actor for one of the characters, the new characters in the movie, was kind of like feeling like their greatest achievement was that no one realized, or like that it went to a would be, you know, quote unquote normal actor, someone famous. Because I remember seeing that, a bit of a backlash for the first Mario movie, that, you know, man, they just sound like the actors. No one's making a voice, no one's doing a voice. Mario doesn't sound like Mario, and stuff like that, you know. And I can find that as a little bit of a shame. I know that it might be like the director's own image that everyone is working towards, but it's also kind of like you kind of want to have some that actually match the characters, you know. Incognito, that's smart. That is smart. Yeah, incognito mode is safer for that kind of stuff. So the reason I say that is because I almost in the back of my head before, still haven't heard anything from that, but I was just thinking characters, some Mario characters. I remember seeing a compilation of people slowing down. They would slow down the voice samples from like Super Smash Brothers and stuff. So you would hear, you know, like Kirby's Poyo into kind of like lower and slower, like Poyo, 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 Poyo. One of my favorites was like Yoshi. It goes from like bring-ha, 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 and then someone would actually voice it after, go like bring-ha. I was wondering if that would be something with the Mario movie. If a character like that shows up and they just sound normal. What software or apps do you use for drawing, Bill? Clip Studio. Clip Studio is my go-to. I've tried a bunch of different other ones in other kind of setups. I remember trying a Linux-based system. I had Krita on for a little bit, but generally Clip Studio is my main. The Plumies are so speedy and helping me. Plumies are fast! That's good. All right, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Take a little break. Let's save. Let's hydrate.
Phil, don't forget to save.
Thank you, Plumie. Clip Studio, yeah. Thing with Clip Studio is like I did upgrade now on the sale for the newest one. Hello, Jennifer. I did upgrade to the newest one, but I still feel that Clip Studio 1, the normal, the most normal one, base one, is very powerful as it is. All I gotta do is remember that. It's a very, like, I would say it's a very recognizable one, but yeah. Clip Studio, that's the one. It's a PC one. It is on mobile as well, on certain mobile, but you can't, you kind of need to have a subscription service to use it on mobile. Okay, there we go. Probably gonna use colored line art for this. Just looks nicer. This probably we can do these we can do the little talons a little smarter here. If we do one and then copy paste it and then kind of adjust them, I think we can get away with like doing them a little bit smarter. As one of the earliest is one of the early lessons when it comes to, you know, drawing for hobby, for drawing and drawing for commissions, is that, you know, the method is important. Like the method might be important, but ultimately it's the end result that kind of matters. So if you would still be able to achieve a certain end result, like if you shouldn't really rely on too many shortcuts. But for me, like, I drew one of these now, and one of the talons, it's not now drawn, right? So I'm just kind of like, I could take the time and draw each of the talons the same way, because I can do one, I can do multiple, but you kind of want to play it a little bit smarter and then kind of maybe copy and paste it and change their shapes a little bit. I remember feeling like being the kind of artist that felt like, you know, if everything should be drawn by hand, using resources and textures and stuff like that. Unless I made them myself, they don't count. But it's like, then I kind of grew wiser, because yeah, ultimately the end result is kind of what people will be paying you for. As long as you don't generate the stuff, as long as you don't steal the stuff and call it your own. I did see like a commission for some artists, like when I was just kind of browsing TikTok, that were all like finally drawing this commission, and they just line arted over the original picture, and I was just kind of like, is no one else seeing this in comments? Oh well, swipe. Not gonna be that person. But they literally just line arted the original character and then rendered it their own way. I'm just kind of like, you're literally tracing for commissions. But oh well. You know, you can offer commission services for tracing if you'd like. It's just certain platforms won't really have it. But yeah, don't do things like stealing other art and call it your own. It's a bad look. I'm not one for... At least they weren't trying to hide it, right? There was the actual, like, time lapse. I'm just kind of like... Okay. Oh, well. People are fine with it. You know, whatever. Up to you. And again, ultimately, I don't really like to I don't believe in absolute truths, so I don't tend to wanna, yeah, you know, kind of force my opinions and beliefs on other. But that's just like an advice of generally things that I've seen. Don't trace stuff and sell. Don't kind of advertise things that you kind of completely copied as being yours completely. You can, if you do it all, if you do it yourself, then it's yours to it's yours to claim, you know, as yours own. It's like you don't need to rely on the trickery. Anyway. I agree, at least they weren't lying to anyone. They were showing the full process. gonna look at some of the references. Let's see. Art 2 commissions and Kai. Let's see. We got this one here. Nice. Ooh, okay. So the gem needs a feather. The gem needs a little bit of a feather coming out of it, like an owl feather. Let's fix that out. I want to write so bad, but the motivation and creativity is not flowing. I guess writing is a little tricky like that, but you could, I suppose, I'm not super well versed in the writing, the arts of writing, but it also has its structure and anatomy, doesn't it? And just like if you draw based off of anatomy, and like if you draw based off of motivation and inspiration hitting you in the moment, then when you're not, if you feel pressured or stressed and everything, then you might suffer an art block. Easier, I suppose, because you kind of rely on that kind of in the moment inspiration to hit you. But you could plan for a story that you want to write. You can write up some characters. You can, you know, work on the anatomy, the structure, I suppose, right? Just like you can sketch some poses of something that you would like to draw, and then maybe as you're sketching them, the ideas start flowing because like, oh, this would actually be perfect for that character or something like that. I don't know. While I was trying to come up with something useful or funny to comment so hard, my anxiety usually spikes. Useful to funny to comment like right now? Well, it doesn't need to be funny. Why would it have to be funny? Can just be honest. I don't believe there's like a prerequisite that everything commented needs to be funny. Just that it doesn't need to be like something that is very kind of deep. Too deep, still like lighthearted and wholesome can still be, but it doesn't have to be funny. I need to figure out more plot and characters for my story, so that would kind of work out. Just sketch them out, just having general. You don't have to like decide on all the details, right? There we go. Let's do that. Let's put the feather on this. When I'm feeling writer's block, I usually just start writing and accept that it will be bad, and after a while it suddenly gets better because I'm in the flow. That's a really good way of doing it. Just accepting that, you know, it might be a little tacky. It's not gonna work out well, but at least you're getting some work done. You're getting putting some foundations in. Nothing is set in stone, even when drawing, that you need to get it perfect every time. I wonder, man, if I only had a feather, I could reference. Wonder which feather I could. Oh, never mind. Oh, we have one right here. Let's bring in some of the colors we already used. Like this. Like this, like that. Like this, like that. Use a bit of blur on this, and then we do a little bit of a shapy. My blocks are usually because of perfectionism, so it helps to give myself a pass just to be bad. Yeah, I get that. I started the stream saying, like, did I ever tell you guys that I stopped drawing for like a whole year? Yeah, I totally did, because I was really expecting too much of myself. The perfectionism was blocking a lot of the things. Like I would be quick to give up. before actually barely even getting started on something. It was pretty bad. Like I wasn't feeling good at all about it. But then I took a break. I took a long break. I didn't draw a lot for that. I still drew a little bit, just for fun that year. But and then I kind of found my way back to it when I found something else that I kind of wanted to draw and practice with. And I realized that it was mainly because of misconceptions of how things should go, how things need to go. But instead of just, how about it just going on its own to begin with? You can adjust things later. You know, that the game I tried out yesterday on the member stream, Tomodachi Life, the demo, it really understands that, honestly. It's very, it doesn't put a lot of pressure on you having to make the best decisions, like instantly, immediately. It's not really mean like that, which I think is really good. Basically, you can go in and change the characters completely after. You can go in and edit them. You can change their personalities, everything. Like that meme, make it exist first, make it better later. Yeah, exactly. It's a very smart one. Feather is so pretty, thank you. I'm gonna curve it a little bit different because right now it kind of looks like it's tangenting some lines. Kind of wanted to break the flow of this. Otherwise, it's just kind of everything is going this direction, you know. So we kind of want the feather to go a little bit against the current lines that are there and try to break the flow. Like symmetry is nice and all, but you kind of want to break, especially with clothes and folds and stuff. You kind of want to have a little bit of chaos, I suppose. Like it's folds aren't always so neat and predictable. Sometimes you just need to accept it'll be fine and just move along with it. I used to spend hours on one thing because it didn't fit my standard, but I learned to accept it and let it be. That's great. That's one of the best. That's one of the best lessons you can learn as an artist, regardless, and as a creative. Is that, you know, and you be careful in saying something like, they can't all be bangers or something like that, because I've heard people say that. I even said it myself at some point when I didn't like it after a while, because you're essentially still kind of telling yourself it's a bit of a failure. It didn't really do what it was supposed to do and stuff like that, you know. And you're kind of just giving yourself, on one hand, yes, you're giving yourself a pass to be okay with things not working out the way they were intended and stuff. But at the same time, you're also kind of acknowledging the fear that, oh gosh, it really didn't work out, did it? Kind of a thing, you know? It's not fair to do that, because a lot, the things are, it's kind of, it relies on a lot of factors to get there. And sometimes luck is one of those factors. I have a new saying to remind myself that it's make it exist fist. Make it pretty afterwards. I'm kidding. Make it exist first, make it pretty afterwards, yeah. I make myself stop working in one area if it looks good enough. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to be doing art as a bit of an entertainment thing and talking at the same time if I wasn't okay with things not necessarily working out from the get-go. Because like I will not be in the flow, like I will not be in the zone a lot when doing this. But I trust the process. I trust the process enough, like I've learned to trust my process, that it actually takes me where I need to be. That kind of trust is really important. It doesn't come easy though. I used to be the kind that, you know, oh my gosh, the eye though, it really needs to, like, you know, and all the extra little nitty-gritty details. Oh man, everything is me. But if you're zoomed out on something, like to certain aspects, yes, things need to be clean, neat, and tidy. But at some point, like it's just okay. Like it's not super important. Things look good on their own anyway. I might still want to give you a tail here on the other side. Yes, I think this little bit of the scarf is really cute. That it's like a small Plumie and it's just dragging the scarf around. If everyone and everything is super detailed and rendered, you won't even know where to look. Yeah, exactly. I've seen overworked pictures. They're impressive on a technical level, but your eyes are just like, where do I look? What is the main character? What is even happening, you know? It makes sense to do a picture like that for a puzzle, like Jigsaw puzzle. Impressive, but a bit overwhelming to look at. Yeah, definitely. We're gonna use the toes again on the other one. Give me a little talon. Bloop. A little bit bigger. That one's behind the... That one's a little bit behind the scarf, so it's not gonna really matter much. But we can still try to... Need to change the lighting on these because it's a bit more in the shade. When my weakness are details in art. Yeah. I mean, I've been there. I've overworked pictures. And it's fine to do so. It can be your style. It can be your choice. But you could it's one of those solutions to if you feel like, man, I'm just too slow, I can't make a lot of pictures, you know, like I can't make a lot of stuff. It's like, then yeah, maybe tone down a little bit of the detailing. Ultimately, you kinda, but you also, Lapis, you make prints as well. When it comes to prints, you usually catch a little bit of the details, right? I zoned out for the last few minutes. My eyes are just tracking the pen. That's all good. That's all good. Don't worry about it. I'm talking to whoever listens. If I'm talking your ears off, that's all. That could also happen after all. All right. I would like these a little bit covered, just a little bit, You know what? Let's paint this one on top and follow the shape of it. Like, you know, it's kind of here and then it bends up like this. Yeah. Something like this. You gotta work out the shape. Gotta work out the physics, the kind of make it convincing. If it's sticking out, I guess it would catch a little bit of light here. I'm not really sure how the light is working in this picture, but we're gonna use it. Plumie's so adorable. Yeah, I really like Burb's Plumie. He's cute with the little scarf like this. The scarf is also like in the plume zona. So I know some people call their custom Plumies their plume zonas because it's their own Plumie. But usually, for some reason, I've always thought of the anthropomorphized Plumies, like the personalized one, as the plume zona. I don't know why. This is the one of the references here of Burkai's plume zona. You can see the colors coming back into the Plumie as well. It's really nice. I potentially added to your com backlog. Oh my goodness. What? Thank you very much. Looking forward to that. The Plumans. The Plumans! But not everyone is necessarily a human though, but that's really fun though. Pluman. The Plumans. I'm basically the Pluman for this Plumie that's on my head. I think so.
How'd you wish? I'd be much cuter. I mean hoot hoot.
What was that, Plumie? What was that?
Hoot hoot.
That's what I thought. Bill casually beefing with a bird. I am a bird. I get to beef with birds. I'm a bird. Hello, Moon Studios. I don't know. Like I'm adding a lot of detail to this, but I don't know if it. I don't think it looks good. Look, there's a lot of time and effort put into this, and I should have actually zoomed out and thought to myself if I think it looks good or not. I don't think it looks good. That's the harsh truth. I don't think it looks good. So we're not gonna do it. This is important too, to be all like, you know, I spent a lot of time on this. I need to make it work. No. It goes. It's not looking good. I'm not liking it. We get rid of it. Did I spend time on it? Yes. But ultimately, why insist? The idea was fun, but no. No. It's not. It doesn't wanna. If it doesn't want to, you shouldn't force it. Uh-oh. Is Plumie secretly Vil and Vil secretly Plumie, so he's arguing with themselves? I gotta stop writing side stories in my head. Well, this is the base Plumie. This is Plumie, the first Plumie, and obviously is drawn to match my my general aesthetic. It's meant to match me. And if you look at your own like Plume Sonas, then this one is closest to me. Plumie 0. Patient 0. Plumie 0. Yeah, this is Plumie Vanderbos. Dun. What do we got? There was another one. This one, I like this one too. Alright, I do believe it is time to Merge. No regards. No regards. Does Plumie have a human form? You're talking to him. Basically. I don't really transform into Plumie. Plumie does not transform to me, but he's meant to be the first Plumie, matching me, my aesthetic. You can match your own. Plumsonas, I guess, in my head canon, which doesn't necessarily make it canon, but my head canon with the Plumsonas and the Plumans, if you will, is that the sound, the voice packs would feature your Plumans, your Plumsonas, more so than the actual little Plumies. That's at least how I envision it when recording it. Thank you, Bill. You've given me hundreds of ideas for the next stories in my series. In your series. Except for First Flight. No, that was still Plumen. What, your Plumen didn't want to be princess carried? I got you. Hold on to me. It's just that Plumans, you guys were just better at flying than I was at that point, that first flight. Pluma's making me laugh. Yeah, me too, internally. But we settle on that for now. We know what we mean. Now I have to design some wings. Guess everyone technically has. Well, honestly, when I'm thinking about it a bit, I guess it's a bit of a hataful boyfriend kind of situation, and by that I mean that you see their faces and then they're just pigeons or birds, you know. Kind of the situation with the voice packs, right? The fact that are Plumies, but also the Plumsonas. You can see the Plumsona sprites. Actually, Vil running around holding a little owl in his arms, but you know, in the head canon, it would be like a slow, like special fancy princess carry. The Plumie looks up at Vil, and the whole anime dandruff is happening with the making it less special by calling it anime dandruff. The sparkles. The romantic vision. Yeah, there you go. The rose petals. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've seen, otherwise like a little skit or something that was kind of funny, that the person was romanticizing their love interest, but the love interest was actually just really going bananas about something that they were doing, you know, kind of like, what are you doing? Like the kitchen is on fire or something like that, you know, and they're just kind of seeing it in Doki, you know, kind of they noticed me, but like the kitchen is on fire. They're really struggling to put it out, and they're just being romanticized in the whole thing. And they're just standing there kind of like, ah, cute. But meanwhile, they're in actual danger. It was a pretty funny, like the whole like the rose petals coming in at the worst moments. Kind of a deal. There you go. Okay, we got nice little scarf. I'm gonna bring out the wing a little bit more, and you can just clean this up a little bit. Oh, wow! Look how good they are solving problem solving. The rose petals and the petals start catching fire too. You know. What is this, roses? What is happening? Ah! Lips on the rose petals on the floor. Can already see Vils already lashalicious lashes even longer. Oh my gosh. Imagine. Wait. Okay, got it. Oh my gosh. Actually, not looking too bad actually. And then we need the flowers. I don't have flower brush, but you know, like the let's put some petals in here and just kind of make it. Now you know what? I can probably do the just like the usual like. Needs another art style though to be very shonen. Needs like bigger eyes or something. Oh, you know what it needs? There you go. There you go. Glitter might work, yeah. No, that is just dandruff. Koi Toki. Just pink to your lips. Oh, you think so? Yeah, actually you're right. Daijoubu? Are you okay? And blush? I don't know if blush is this. I don't know if blush is too much. Right when you made the weird noise. What was the weird noise? What did I make the weird noise? Huh? What even is this? Wait, weird noise? Yeah, I walked in, we made the weird noise. What is the weird noise? I don't think I made a weird noise. I need to know so that, you know, I don't do it again and or deliberately do it again, depending on the mood I am in. What is Hajime? Giving a rose of Versailles style art. Oh, Let me look it up just for funsies. Oh yeah, I see it actually. I see it. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. No, I'm not even like, I'm not even, I love this. I would embrace this. Let me say glass mask. Glass mask. Oh, there we go. Classic glass mask. Yeah. Shoujo type. You know what? If you guys have the voice packs, you get permission to do the you know, Rosa Versailles and Glass Mask styles. Not like you need permission for it. But I'm gonna say I will fully allow you to headcanon in that style. From now on, it's going to be an optional style. Like in your mind's eye menu, you can just select Rosa Versailles style now. Look, I'll show you what it looks like. Here. All right. Okay. Now we got, like, your this noble owl is versatile. Rosa versatile. Not only have I been drawn aura farming, but now this too. I love that actually. Yeah, no, for real. Been drawn as a Vilhelm in the farm. Drawn with Riz. So basically, I go from cool to beautiful, and you know, the usual kind of the expected sense. I like that. A certain howl of the moving castle is quite an inspiration after all. I want to learn about the real howl, as in the, you know, the from the book. I still need to get started on the book, but I want to learn about the real howl because apparently it has a bit of like a different kind of personality in the written works. But I really like it because I've heard it's more like the scene where you know, it runs out about Sophie having changed his shampoos and the bottles around a bit, so his hair is just gets dyed strangely. That's apparently more akin to it. So Hall from the book is an amazingly sassy drama queen. I love him. Yeah, I know, right? I want that inspiration as well. I want to be able to pull from all kinds of inspirations. This is cute. Cleaning it up a bit here. You know how it's really important to give animals and pets their kind of their space and not get in there and claim it as if it's your you know, like your right to cuddle them whenever they don't feel like it and stuff like that. I kind of feel like Burb here would might end up in a similar situation, in that sense that you can see Burb walk up, you kind of just wanna give head pats, and just a little cute little Plumie with a big scarf, you know, it's like boop 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 boop, but really just wants a cup of coffee. Walks into the kitchen, people start head patting, giving affection. It's just like I just want my coffee. I just want my morning coffee. I'm actually gonna use bright lines instead. Yeah, this looks better for the feather. And talk to me before I had my coffee. Comes in looking absolutely adorable with the scarf. But the scarf is so cute. What's that? Man, what is that movie? I'm just thinking of a quote of an animated movie. Gosh, what is it called? Hold up. Wow. No, it's not that one. Or is it? No, it's not. Ah! Oh gosh, okay. Animated movie. Orphan Boy Inventor? It is Meet the Robinsons, is it? I think it is Meet the Robinsons. Yeah. Because he had like a friend at the orphanage that also was perpetually tired with you know, eye bags, and a little kid voice, right? High-pitched voice just walks in, takes a sip of the coffee, which already feels like you're a kid, you shouldn't be having coffee, but he just goes like slurp. That's a nice cup of Joe. Just hearing that being said from a, like, you know, a kid voice is just so bizarre, but also really funny. Imagine the Plumie voice just going in, having a, you know, a sip of coffee, going like, that's a nice cup of Joe. I don't think the feather should be this, I think Micah asked for the feather to be kind of uneven, but I don't think Burp needs to. That's good. Just have the usual one in the beginning for the Plumies and then just not have splits. Wonder if Plumies would have head like hair routines for their feathers. Because, you know, feathers can get very feathers can get quite ruffled, right? But you with certain products you can usually make them look It's a bit of water, let them dry. They kind of just find their shape again. The fibers kind of, you know, clump together again. I don't think this hasn't been thought through very well. Soggy Plumies. Oh, soggy Plumies. Drenched. It's tucked under a hat. It's always a mess. Yeah. I think this is pretty good for burp. I'll clean up the little talons, and otherwise it looks pretty clean. I'm really liking this this kind of rendering style for Plumies. The line is a little bit like there's a bit of differences in lines. But it is my kind of more painterly style. It's merged together with my kind of cel-shaded style too, which is really cool. I remember I keep saying it when we talk about soggy birds and stuff, but I've seen like a drenched magpie. That was special. That was like, it really was like, you know, it looked like if you were to draw it, it would really be like, let's see. I'm just gonna do it a little bit quickly. Like, you know. That would be the face. And then it really had the wings kind of like... like this. Just... kind of like this, and then the tail was just kind of like on the ground as well, like blip. That's pretty much what it looked like. Still being able to fly and everything, but it just like lifted its wings like this too. They really were just like kind of hanging. Just kind of looking at me. I was like, ugh. Like, man. It was like, and it was walking around, kind of like jumping around with its wings up like this too. Like, ugh, the wet. Ugh. Just jumped and still could fly away still, but it was a lot of like shaky, still wet. Yeah, it was caught by a really heavy rainfall. Poor thing. You could just imagine it thinking like, Bayern radar said it wasn't gonna rain. That's a very Dutch. That's a very Dutch weather forecast app, by the way. Ugh, water, 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 yeah. Funny thing would have been if it actually it was on its way back from the bird bath or something, you know. And I go, I'm guessing it's time to get a bath then. Goes bath and then just starts raining. be all like, "Oh, you kidding me?" It really looked like that, like, "Oh, you kidding me?" The betrayal or Badenrader, the Beinverrader. Some days Beinradar, other days Beinverrader. That means a traitor instead of raider. I'm learning Dutch. I can make puns in Dutch. I've listened to other people say funny puns and I remember them. Is Burp Kai still around? I want to show what it's looking like. If there's anything that you would like change, you don't need to say it open on pub on stream. You could just reply to the or send it to the alchemist on the Discord or the actual commission account. I don't never like calling anyone out or like it feels like calling someone out. If you're just like, can you tell me if something's wrong with this on stream? It's just kind of like, nah, don't do that. Don't do that. But if you'd like something fixed, just let me know. If you would rather something else, I don't mind. I don't mind switching some stuff up and fixing it up. If this would be what I would have been doing, you know, just working on the commission on my own too, and then send it in. It's like, would you like anything swapped or fixed? I'm usually quite flexible with some of the changes because they're usually easy to implement, especially with a Plumie design like this. But the general rule of, you know, you don't get a lot of you get specific critique windows, so to say, is mainly for the kind of commissions that I've had in the past where you kind of look like you get the whole like, do it this way, no, actually try this other way, no, actually do it this way, no, actually, you know, and it gets stuck in a kind of feedback loop. But we cool. I can probably fix things up all right as they are. Actually, this one, yeah, there you go. I guess the gem could use a little bit more detail actually, now that I look at it. Let's bring in some of the green from the eyes. Okay, otherwise this is more like, okay, I've done what I can do. I just need to hear the feedback at this point. I can probably switch over to Micah's Plumie in the meantime. Yeah, maybe go for now. Maybe actually I can already see a little something to adjust, and that is making the feather a little bit more red, because the feather looks very desaturated. Gonna adjust it a bit. It's a bit too pale. Let's see, what can we do with this? Should be, oh no, it's actually should be around there, but more like this. It was on the color that it should kind of be at. Something like this. See if there's any difference. Yeah, definitely. Okay. I'll send a screenshot as well in case there's any indication that if there's anything specific. They're always good to draw on the actual screenshot to point some stuff out. Alright, cool. Let me save. Don't forget to save. Everyone hydrate. You know you've mastered the language if you can make puns with it. I'm far from a master, but I always do enjoy a good pun. So that's kind of really wants you to. It always encourages you to learn the language a bit in order to make those little jokes. Right. So save it for now, and let's look at Micah's in the meantime. Mike has also gotten a lot of work done here. Mostly sketch here though, of course. Colors are there. Dun, 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 dun. This one should not be. This can be a little bit. There you go. That's probably better. Okay. Time to merge some things, I suppose. Merge everything. Yeah, that's probably better. Probably easier to go about it. Just copy this folder and just merge selected layers. Boom. All right. Let me just type something out. Okay. And let's just put in a little bit of the similar work that we were doing here. Much cute, thank you. Here too, you can see that Micah already has had two designs. One is made by, this I think is Micah's own, and then it's Joy that also drew it. I think Joy may have been done the first one, right? I think. Oh. Clicked the wrong thing there. One was for the Christmas Carol, that's true. I need a nice kind of greenish color to it's a bit too... Oh, it's still multiply. A little bit darker. I just kind of would like a colored line art around it. Micah then refined the design on their own a bit more. Just slapped the first one together pretty quickly. Still really nice though. I know there's a lot of Plumies that have helped other Plumies get their characters done. It's really nice. That's the color I like, I think. It's gonna be really nice because I think Steffi's Plumies is might be one of the few kind of darker Plumies. We have Crowley, like Plumie, the Crow Plumie, but that's still fine, but completely fine to have. Because of the instructions given, there was the Steffi doesn't have a Plumie. This is the base Plumie that we're drawing here, you know, this one. So it's gonna have like a bit of a gray plumage, which is pretty cute. One of the pointers I remember getting for this one was that, you know, the this purple bit kind of needs to be between the wings. Or this might be the tip of the actual plumage, actually. Sometimes it's kind of tricky to figure out what each of the details are, because like these Plumies are kind of it's a simplified design. Oh yeah, there's actually another color on the wings as well. So sometimes simplified characters, you might think they're gonna be easy to do because of that, but that just means like some of the details that you need to get in need to be even more accurate. Because with complex designs, you have a lot more wiggle room. Get a lot more wiggle room in like how much of the different details like is actually needed to make them recognizable. But in simple designs, you kind of need to get the proportions down right properly. You know, everything needs to kind of fall into place. But I know there have been other Plumies that have drawn the plume sonas for each other. Ah, it's actually purple, eh? I see. No, actually, it was matching the blue of the eyes. I'm like, oh, it's purple, but it's actually, it's supposed to match the blue of the gem. That's a way to bring the blue back from the gem, so okay. I'll add a little bit of purple in the eyes. I think that might look cute. Just a little bit of a gradient, you know? I will say it again, these commissions have really helped out so much. I'm very grateful for the help of, you know, helping me with the mansion maintenance and the bills. Not gonna be able to polish up Micah completely. I need to run upstream soonish, but you know, something I also had to learn over the years, over the last couple of years that we've been together, has been the fact that sometimes any little bit of work you can do is definitely worth it. I'm experiencing this right now. My challenge is character design is so simple, I'm having a hard time to translate it. Yeah. Sometimes you think like, oh, I'm just gonna do that characters because they're really easy, really simple. But then, oh my gosh, if you can't get the proportions down right, even when you translate it, it makes it a bit trickier. You can do it though. Better to, easier to break down the character into kind of, you know, building blocks, what make them recognizable. And then you kind of rebuild them, you know, kind of almost reverse engineer them into your style. Plumie is very egg-shaped. Plumie is very Easter coded. A Plumie is very egg-shaped, so we kind of lose the recognizable, how recognizable it is if you were to do like a very long Plumie or flat Plumie, or give it way too many like, you know, hexagonal Plumie. So that is one of the base things. Otherwise, if you just look at these three, the proportions to the eyes, to the beak are different for each of them. You know? But the fact that the eyes are big and the beak is small, or about the same size as the eyes, is kind of what brings it all together, you know? And the big feather on the top. But if you were to kind of have a, I don't know, have a different, like not have the face kind of ringed in, like circled in like this, it would already be harder to recognize a Plumie without those things. But that's kind of what I mean when you look at the building blocks, because what is needed for it to be a Plumie, to be recognizable as one. And then it doesn't matter if you do it very, like if you do it round, like it is, or if you do it like a bit flatter. But it's still there, you know? That's kind of the main shape, that's how you translate it into your style. Easter Plumies, yeah, I mean they're all like little painted eggs. Especially when they're colorful, like Micah's Plumie here. Speaking of, it's Easter. It's Easter weekend, isn't it? I should say Happy Easter to everybody. For those that celebrate it. Heck, even if you don't, I'm still gonna wish you a happy Easter. Because, you know, it means I don't even celebrate it by the for me it's the pagan Easter. It's Easter, the times when the witches fly and everything. Then with Walpurgis night. It's coming up at the end of the month. I'm Swedish. It's way more pagan than you would think it's any other kind of religion. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna wish you all a happy Easter. I wish that you all beat win at the egg hunt on Stardew Valley against Gosh, I keep forgetting the name now. Why can't I remember the name? It's right there. It's right at it's at the tip of my tongue. Passover? Hey, Fontanian. Hello, hello. Sorry I didn't say hey before. What's that? Passover? Swedish Easter sounds intriguing. Swedish Easter is essentially the trick-or-treating time. The original one. Before All Hallows, America style, made it into, you know, like a commercial holiday kind of things. Passover. The Jewish holiday, really around this time too? I'm just surprised because Easter is like called Pas in Dutch. Spring holiday, we weren't allowed to eat bread. No! Okay. Either way, like, happy holidays. I guess the whole term of happy holidays is very valid for a lot of specific holiday times. Words for Passover and Easter, something similar. Cool. Coincide because of history and how events panned out. Okay. Ah, I see. I don't know. For us, it's like, for Swedish, it's just it's the pagan one. I don't really I don't know. I just go Happy Easter, and then that's fine. Pasa, there you go. I'm Christian though. Whatever it is you celebrate, whatever it is you can't eat, I hope you have a good time, have a good one, have a good weekend. Holiday weekend, I guess I should say. Final play before, yeah, okay, that makes sense. That's how the events kind of coincide then. Ah, I see. In Sweden, I will say there's always it's always this funny little thing. I remember that. So the big feast times in Sweden, right, is Christmas around Yuletide. Not really Christmas, it's Yuletide, which is earlier than Christmas, really. But anyway, Yuletide in the winter. Then it's Easter, Påsk. And then it's Midsummer. The joke is that it's always 10 degrees regardless spring, summer, or winter. The table is set outside. The table is set with the food. You're sitting indoors instead of eating it outdoors because it's always raining. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. Oh, I don't have Swedish keyboard. Or do I? Oh, I do. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, I can't really find it. Anyways, basically, you eat the same kind of things 3 times a year, right? So that's basically it. And there's this drink. There's this soft drink, which is you know, kind of almost like a thicker, foamier cola kind of thing called must. It's like a musty drink. And that one, it's the same drink, but you can have. They will rename it. They will rename must into like julmust, or they rename it into påskmust, as in like Easter must or Christmas must. Sometimes you will find the wild cards of stores that will have still be selling julmust for påsk, and it's the same name, but I know that I don't know some people take it that serious, but I would always be the silly being all like, what is this? We can't have julmust now, it's påsk. I want my påskmust. Same thing. Same drink, just different label. What's this? Julmust for påsk? It's a very sweet beverage. But it is the one beverage that, you know, the certain cola that wants to be on everyone's table for the winter holidays just can never compete with. Swedes are just so hard coded into being all like, nah, påskmust, nah, påskmust, nah, påskmust, diet påskmust, yeah. Julmust. Same thing for having the pickled herring and stuff like that too. Not the really stinky smelly one, just they have just a pickled herring otherwise for the holidays. I'm gonna say kerstol and pastol. Yeah, there you go, same thing. You just change the label, and then if you just happen to have some pastol for like kerstol for pas, it's like, listen, no, what is this? That's not how we do things. That's just in penguin. That's not how we do things. That just in penguin is my way of just kind of being like that and being silly about it, because it's a quote from Happy Feet. When Hugh Jackman's character is talking to Mumble, telling him to stop being strange. Which is a very emotional scene, but just cannot unhear the very, very Elvis voice telling Mumble to, like, no son, that just ain't penguin. That just ain't penguin, alright? I just realized as I said it. So it sounds a bit random, but it's just there's a thought behind that. But yeah, it's really interesting how that goes, and how the different holidays are essentially celebrated in different regions and places. There we go. The tip of the feather is just completely like Micah was saying, because Mike can be a bit of a clumsy plumie, that, you know, the top of the feather gets stuck on the or gets like caught in the the ceiling fan. There we go. There we go. So we make the tip of the top of the feather a little bit more because it's got a little bit of damage, you know, a little bit. The plumage is a little damaged. I just kind of want to change this part because it looks like it's just gonna really coming off there, and it's just, there you go. That's probably better. Yeah. Gotta get the colors right on the feathers, but I'll sort that out. Because it goes from the green one to, oh, actually Micah's does look like that. Okay. Got it. Okay. I'll polish it up a bit. I've been caught between the carriage door multiple times. Yeah. Da 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 da. This part needs one too, I think. So kind of the balancing out the shape a bit. There we go. All right. Cool. Big shinies like Plumies do. The brooch that Micah wanted to have in there. I want to get this color of the wing done. But, okay, so this was Joyce, and then Micah did the adjustments, so maybe I don't actually need to change the color here. It just needs to have this purple bit on there. This feels really nice to use this brush to paint like this, because it's kind of like using acrylics. I painted some kind of cel-shaded paintings at one point with acrylics as well, because, you know, kind of marking together with Posca markers, still able to do it really nice looking cel-shaded. I don't have any pictures of it, sadly. Aw, cute. Hello, Dragon. Vil talks about egg-shaped plumies and Easter. This plumie doodles that. Ayo, really? A new comic? In my community server? Writing delayed, new Pinterest board made. Me, every time I tried I'd write to do anything creative, I just go. Got the EP setting in, so I preemptive Hootsu, and thank you for the stream. Tempted to hum Chocobo theme song to be a bit of a troll, but rest easy, CL. I'll check out anything about what you said, the commission. They said the commission queue as well, to see what you had in mind. Yish. Nice-oo. I feel like I haven't said nice-oo in a while. Whenever I say that, I always feel like it's a really like it's a comfortable thing to say. Like, oh right, I haven't said that in a while. Yet I say it so much that people start getting that speech quip from me. Or quirk, whatever you call it. I do one-shots on sticky notes. Sticky notes are awesome. I love sketching on sticky notes. Actually, sketching on sticky notes with ballpoint pen is kind of one of the things that taught me how to, you know, not get too hung up over details, because sometimes getting a sketchbook that you can't remove like the drawings from has been for me like very there's been a lot of pressure. Like, you know, you make one, you get a new sketchbook, you're inspired to draw, you make one nice drawing and it sets the bar for the rest of them. You get me? I have a couple of like half full or 1/3 full sketchbooks that I kind of don't go back to because I've done some nice looking things and I don't want to just ballpoint sketch the rest of it. But it's kind of silly way of thinking, but it's just, I just noticed the resistance. Hot pink, yeah, nice. You just settle for yellow, normal ones, normal like the usual post-it ones. Although they're probably not the branded ones. I like the longer ones, not the square ones. I like the slightly longer ones. Those are really good for they're really good portrait sized. So if you draw on those, you can kind of translate it into 1080p or like portrait designs. I think we'll leave it at this, and we can work on. I'm gonna be working on Micah's Plumie next. Right. So same goes for comics and animatics. If you do one really nice panel, you kind of have to do all of them like that. Yeah, and it kind of sets the bar, but it's also the first pancake, so. It's kind of like, man. Hello, Olivia. Welcome. A set of 3 in that size. I think I have a normal yellow one here somewhere. I've been drawing a lot now, though. That was usually my kind of way to get some art done, but. Since you know, since New Year's and everything, I've been drawing a lot. I really like it because I feel like my art, my abilities are kind of quite sharp. People could come up to me in the street and be like, "Quick! It's a matter of life and there's no time to explain. Doodle a really soggy magpie," and I'm just like, "Got you, I got you." That's Artsy Taxi and just the commissions and just all the streams and the art challenges that are speaking. Hi Names, welcome. That magpie was legit so good. Yeah, I didn't know if I was gonna be able to draw what is in my head or what I kind of envisioned in terms of the face, but it really worked out. That's kind of what I mean. I feel like I can really trust the process. Like, oh, it's gonna work out okay anyway. Get the adjacent or something. But it looks so cool. Thank you. This is one of the custom Plumies. I've been working on this one today. I'm working on this one today. And it's pending a little bit of feedback, so I'm going in on this one right now. But yeah, I need to round up streams, so Late Baby Phoenix. Yeah, it does have a little bit of Phoenix, touch of Phoenix with the flames and stuff. When I get these 3 Plumies done, I will, these are gonna be the new front examples of what they look like. Because the old one was very kind of one-to-one with the original Plumie, line arted and stuff. So unless that's kind of like specific request to do, this is likely way more what it's gonna look like going onwards. I wasn't sure. I line arted them initially just to kind of, for the sake of the presentation. Dun, dun, dun. Wait, how many do you? 1, 2, and then tips. Okay. You might want to pin a link to your region. That's true, actually. I should. It's on the screen the whole time, but you're right that it should be better to have like an actual link. Let's do the let's post the commissions in case anyone is wondering. No, they're not closed.
Did you know Vil does commissions? It's true. Check out his VGen.
Commissions aren't closed, as these will be rounded up within like a couple of weeks or so. I'll pin one for now so you guys can see it. Let's save. Come back to this later. The brooch is going to be interesting to do. It'll work out. I believe. I have faith. Thanks for the reminder, Mary. Okay, so before we go, let's put Hutsu on here already, because I'm going to show you next week's schedule. All right. It's true. Did you know Vil does commissions? It's true. All right. Let me bring in the schedule. Where is the schedule? There we go. Copy. Boom. Here is the schedule for next week. The schedule owl. Here's what we got going on. So, on Monday, we're gonna do the build. We're gonna do the butterfly build. Crochet is coming up. I've been meaning to say that I'm gonna be doing crochet again, but I've been expressing these times are a bit busy, so I cannot really prep for the crochet as I would like to without it taking time from things I need to be working on. So we're just gonna go back to the butterfly garden. Maybe we can finish it. We didn't have a lot of time. We didn't have a lot left. Like, I'm running out of pieces, so we'll see. Maybe we can finish it. Otherwise, there's one more to go at some point. But yeah, anniversary week. 2 years of Hoot Hoot. 2 years of Hoot Hoot. That's pretty special, actually. It's amazing when I think about it. So yeah, it's anniversary week. We're starting off with a nice cozy hand cam on Monday. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to go back to my monthly art challenge. That's currently Owl Switch Side, hashtag Owl Switch Sides. which is basically drawing a good character, turn them evil, or evil character, turn them good, by design and definition, I guess. I'm drawing the last what? No, did I? No. Haha. There you go. The last A, Airbender. There you go. The last the last A, Airbender. So yeah, we're gonna go back. I'm drawing Aang, the last Airbender. It's an evil Airbender. As an evil avatar, even. He embraces the power of fire and goes on a destructive spree. That's what I'm drawing for my Owl Switch sites, to give you a bit of an idea of what the challenge is about. On Friday, the members only is going to be a cozy pre-party chat. Maybe get some work done, or if there's any last minute things I need to fix up and change. But it's just going to be, we're going to be looking back on the 2 years of Hoot Hoot. And for anyone that hasn't been there for the 2 years, it might be fun to hear some behind the scenes stuff and just some reminiscing. A lot of you have, actually. It's amazing. Everyone that has a golden feather has been around for at least the full length. At least like 1 or 2 months in. You're gonna be getting after the 12 months of memberships, which I don't remember when was it June? End of June 24th or something, June 22nd maybe even. It's like the 1 year of memberships if you've been there from the beginning. Yeah, I debuted April, and by June we already had enough watch hours and everything for the memberships. Amazing. Also, birth of Plumie by that is Plumie's birthday. That is Plumie's birthday. I think it was 21st. I'm gonna have a look at that. Golden Feather is 1 year. That's right. So Golden Feather is 1 year. So there's people that have been here from longer. Like, it's gonna change to a rainbow one when you've been here from that like the 2 year mark. But yeah, technically, seeing as I revealed Plumie's the Plumie's shape and form, it's gonna be at the end of June, on around the 21st or something. I think I'm gonna double check. I'll check. I haven't even thought about that. Plumie, I almost forgot your birthday. Yeah. Can you say this?
Wow, SMH my head, Phil.
Wow, SMH my head, Vil. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we're gonna have a nice cozy talk with the member stream. So if you're a new member or an old member, we're just gonna look back on things. You get some stuff explained that have been there, from 2 years. That's 2 years. That's amazing. Yeah, the weekend though. The weekend is gonna be anniversary weekend. I'm gonna start off with Artsy Limo Dono Draw, because they haven't done the Artsy Taxi yet. I have about three Artsy Taxi drawings to do. It's gonna be an extended one. I'm gonna be drawing for. Oh, this is actually wrong. I started 1 hour earlier, so I'm gonna be drawing for 4 hours of Artsy Limo. And we're going to be finishing the 3 Artsy Taxi ones, and then we're going to switch over to the Limo Dono Draw, because I'm going to be drawing them in a bit more decorated folders and stuff. And the pricing is a little bit more fancy anniversary version too, because it's like €1 per 2 minutes. This is going to be €1 per minute. So maybe I'm going to have to speed run it more. Maybe the limo is going to have to go... gonna have to drift in the corners, but this is what we're doing. And yeah, I would appreciate anyone that wants to ride on the limo ride. But I'm gonna make a little plaque that's gonna make it your drawing a little bit more special than just the you know, the gray background that you usually get. So look forward to that. That's gonna be an extended artsy limo. Limo is more expensive than taxi. It makes sense. Thank you. Thank you. You see the vision. You see the vision. And then Sunday is the 2-year anniversary. It's the 2-year anniversary. We're gonna be celebrating with some fun surprises. Some fun surprises. It is the someday. It is the someday. The 2-year someday. 2 years of Owlshy, let's go. Yes, 2 years of me going live. Like starting with me going live. Nervous, shaky. Like my legs are really long, okay? My legs are pretty long. So picture the shaky knees, you know? My gosh. Look at I have legs for days. Just going like. Yeah. And then there were so many of you. Yeah, first time you hear my voice, first time, yeah, not the first time you saw me, but the first time you heard my voice. Oh my gosh. The ground is pretty far away with that altitude, yeah. It doesn't jiggle, it folds. Oh. Yeah, it's amazing. Anyway, for now, have a nice holiday weekend. Whichever you might celebrate, however you might celebrate. And enjoy some nice food, tasty food, whichever you do. And I will see you again on a Cozy Monday stream building the butterfly garden, yeah? Enjoy your long weekend. Long weekend? You guys get long weekends? Thank you. I shall. You guys enjoy your long weekends. Monday off from school. Yeah, Monday off from school. Hutsu! Hutsu, everybody. Hutsu. Oh my gosh. The snapshot moment of Hoot Hoot. Hutsu. Yeah, I've shown you guys the schedule. It'll be posted. I gotta adjust a couple of things. A couple of typos. Both in time and text. But yeah, it'll go up, and the waiting rooms will be there waiting for you guys. So yeah, have a nice one. For now, we'll say bye-bye. No, actually, we won't. For now, we say, ha! Let's go with the Hoot Hoot, I guess. We're on a Hoot Hoot spree, so. Hoot Hoot, Joyous. Thank you for being my sugar plumie. Hoot Hoot, Miri Mage. Thank you for being my sugar plumie. Hoot Hoot, Natsu. Thank you for being my sugar plumie. Hoot Hoot, Ciel. Thank you for being my sugar plumie. Hoot Hoot, Milova. Thank you for being my sugar plumie. Hoot Hoot, Burp Kai. Thank you for being my sugar plumie. Hoot Hoot, Micah. Thank you for being my sugar plumie. Hoot Hoot, Neko. Thank you for being my sugar plumie. Hoot Hoot, Steffi. Thank you for being my sugar plumie. Hoot Hoot, Lapis. Thank you for being my sugar plumie. Hoot Hoot, Nyajime. Thank you for being my sugar plumie. We good. We got it. Ha ha! That is exactly how I sounded. Oh, okay, I'm done. Now we say thank you guys so much. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for the commissions. Looking forward to finishing up your Plumies. You all look so cute already, but I'm gonna do my best. Thank you so much for this, and bye for now. Bye bye. Bye bye bye. Bye 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 bye. And happy holidays. Stay lovely. See you real soon. Doei doei. Dag!